Hey Compass peeps, hey Dorian here. Just wanted to remind you of a few things we have going on here this weekend and in the next couple weeks. First of all, we have our Hope Over Hunger Mission Cincinnati deal happening this Friday and this Saturday. And we're encouraging you to go online on our church website, and you can actually go online and register to volunteer. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss being a part of this really cool opportunity that we're doing and that we're investing in here in our city. So on Friday nights, usually volunteers are in here and they're just moving like a fast train, just packing up bags, and the bags are right over there, just packing up bags and just putting them all together for families all throughout the city. So it's really cool to see. And then on Saturday, you could volunteer to go to one of the sites, one of the 4 sites that we have around here to hand these bags out to families. Again, it's a 2-hour time slot, and again, you don't want to miss the opportunity. So if you haven't done this as yet, you definitely want to try to get this in before the summer ends. So we're again doing this in the month of May. Now we're in June. We're going to be doing it in July, and we're going to then be doing it in August on the 2nd and 4th. I think it's 2nd and 4th or 1st and 3rd, one of the two. But go online, you can check it out and learn more about that. So it's really cool. We have some volunteers in there right now, just organizing things and putting it all together. Also, we have a hangout this Sunday over at Summit Park from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And so we want to encourage you to come on out. There's no signing up for it. Just bring your lawn chairs and bring your dinner or dessert. There's also dessert out there. There's an ice cream place out there you can buy some ice cream at, and just come on out. We're just going to be hanging out. Summit Park is a really cool park, has a whole lot of stuff there. You can bring your bicycle, skateboards, and come on, man. I know some of you guys got skates, old school skates, the little, one-liner thing going right down the middle. And if someone has like the 4-wheel skates, oh, you are the bomb, all right? Old school 4-wheel skates on your, anyway. Yeah, bring them out. We're going to have some fun, flying frisbees, flying kites, flying whatever you got. And we're going to have some fun doing that kind of stuff. Hey, also, don't forget, growth opportunities are online. Hey, discipleship and growth is just a value for us. We're not going to ever stop doing it. Just like outreach, it's a value for us as a church. Never going to stop doing it. We have to grow into our maturity in Christ. My encouragement to you during this season is, hey, don't fall short on leaning into opportunities where you can grow into your maturity in Christ. So if one was to ask you when September comes, hey, what did you do to grow into your maturity in Christ? Like, what class did you take? Hey, what book were you reading? Hey, what kind of discipleship relationship did you have with someone? Again, we're encouraging you to don't lose sight of these really cool seasonal kind of things. These are seasonal defining moments that we have where we have the opportunity to really lean into the presence of God, With everything that's going on with the George Floyd death and murder, it's really doing some stuff within me, and not just doing stuff from an emotional standpoint, but it's really pushing me to the place of like learning, going back and learning more about Black history and just the impact that has had in the lives of Black people and also in America, but not only America, around the world. Had an opportunity to call my mom the other day and ask her questions about my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather and, just what was life like for them on the islands in the Bahamas and what did slavery look like, in their lives, and how did they transition from, being slaves to being free to being, where they are and where our family is today. Like, where did our name come from? I mean, again, this is a defining moment. I could have done this years ago, but for some reason, in this moment, there's something that's spurring me to want to just really lean into just learning more and growing. Again, if 5 years from now, if I was to look back to this summer, I would be able to say this summer was a defining moment for me in being able to lean into learning more about my history and also leaning into learning more about just how the impact of history is having on my life and also our society as a whole today. Okay, so lean into the growth opportunities that we have. It is so important, okay? Okay, also, want to say thank you so much for giving financially. When this COVID-19 started up, a big wonder and fear that I had was Okay, what's going to happen to us financially as a church? Like, are people going to continue to give? Are they going to be consistent in their giving? And I got to tell you, man, I am so excited and so thankful to you all for your consistency in your giving and for all that you do give. Thank you so much. We've been able to keep our numbers up and really keep our numbers up to the average and the amount that we needed to really bring in on an every Sunday basis and an every monthly basis. And so we want to say thank you so much for your consistency in your giving and for your faith in giving. That's just being said from me as a pastor on behalf of God. And I know that God is very joyful and very happy for just what you guys are doing. And I'm telling you guys, we're doing some amazing stuff in our church. We're not a church that's sitting on a log just waiting for God to come. Like, I just want you to know your church is putting into action just discipleship stuff and really trying to poke the box and be creative on the kinds of things that we can come up with to help you grow into your maturity in Christ. We're making sure that we're doing outward focused kinds of things, not asking for people to give tithes and offering to bring on more staff or to buy the most creative technology thing, that we can find, but again, we're wanting to impact the lives of others through the kind of outreaches and serving that we could do in our community and around this city. So I want you to know we are making a difference. Your church is doing great stuff. And again, your church is doing great stuff because you're giving financially. And I just want to say thank you so much for what you give. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to be again opening up to in-person celebrations, in-person hanging out services on July 12th. And so that's coming up real soon. We're trying to get the building ready and prepared for that. And you can go online to learn more about just some of the kinds of things that we're putting in place to make that happen. So really excited about that. And thanks so much for, your patience and, all the stuff that you guys are doing to hang in there with us. Thanks so much for hanging with us on Sunday mornings with our online services. I really appreciate the team of people who put that together. And okay, so I'm rambling here. So July 12th, in-person services, which Trill's still trying to clean that up a little bit to hone in on just what that's going to look like. We've got one or two things that we're still having to make some final decisions on, and hopefully we'll make those decisions today. But look forward to seeing you in person, and look forward to seeing what that's all going to look like. Okay, hey, take care, and I will see you hopefully on Sunday over at Summit Park.